Around what year was this when you were with Quick? It'd be good to have a sense of what was happening in the music industry at that time. What year was this?
That is 93 and up until Safe Time came out in 95. And in the interim of all that happening, he was being managed by Suge Knight. So we moved studios and went to join the Death Row team. And
So
so
we're
that's when I started doing a lot of stuff with Death Row as well.
so we're talking around that 93. So this is the Chronic has come out and it's just, you know,
The Chronic is out and Snoop's album is out at that time. And then they're working on the Murder Was a Case album, which
so
I played a little bit on that album.
so LA is just becoming the becoming becoming the center of attention with production and everything.
Yeah.
Um and for yourself as a young producer, seeing the Chronic and blown up and Snoop blowing up, are you just thinking, yep, it's just a matter of time. I'm just gonna be, I mean, must have been exciting, or what was it like in those early days?
You know, in the early days, I hadn't thought about myself. I hadn't thought about being a hip hop producer as much.
Okay.
I had in mind that I wanted to do like score films.
Oh,
I wanted to. I was looking at like I was looking at those big R&B groups like a DeBarge, and I was looking at Michael Jackson, saying, "Man, I think I can do that." And so watching, with the exception of Quick, because Quick's his entire process was just it was astounding. It was crazy to watch.
yeah.
Him and another guy named DJ Battlecat. Those are
Oh,
the two guys
Battlecat, yeah, yeah.
when I watched them, I was like, this is amazing. But for the most part, other guys that I watched, I was not really inspired or impressed because what they could do is they could take a drum machine and sample somebody else's stuff, chop it up, and make beats out of it, which was an art form.
Yeah.
But then they would call me and say, "Can you play something or add something to this?" And I would write a bass line, write chords, write a lead line, play string parts, and they give me a check. And I really wrote all that stuff, and I didn't
Wow.
know that I was writing. So I didn't know that till later on. So I'm like, man, I was writing that stuff. When I listened to All Eyes on Me by Tupac, that album, I'm on about 17 of those songs playing. But some of that stuff, I'm like, I came up with that line. I came up with this. There was nothing there but a drum beat, and I added this stuff to it. But like, hindsight is 2020, and I cherish the experience.
Yeah.
I was working with the producer then. He RIP. His name was Johnny J. He gave me an opportunity to work with him, and he was doing a lot of the bulk of that Tupac stuff was Johnny J. And he's like, "Come on, play on this." And I just kind of like was like, like I was in it, for one, the experience, and I love being around it because we would do a song on Friday and it'd be all over the world in heavy rotation on radio the next Tuesday.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe so I was a part of history, but didn't know it. So what the questions you're asking me about that time, I didn't really realize what it was until years later, and I look back and go like, wow, I didn't even know I was a part of history. Like I'm looking at movies and documentaries and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, I was right there. I'm right there. Oh, look, I was right. If they pan the camera 2 inches, I'm standing right there.
Wow.
I was a part of so much then, and I saw so much that after a while, it became normal. I remember, being on the road and going to Madison Square Garden and seeing Biggie walk right by me. Like, I'm like, who's that guy? And I remember going to a restaurant and, hanging outside and seeing Biggie and Puff and Tretch from Naughty by Nature and Usher. He's 15, and they're all standing outside talking, and I'm just there, in the middle of all these things. I, now I think about it, go like, man, that was some kind of
Yeah.
historic
It
times,
was,
but
yeah.
at the time, I was just trying to figure out how I can get on somebody's record. How can I play on this? How can I submit a song to you? That's all I cared about at the moment.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind of.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I did miss you.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay, you're okay.
They don't understand what Jonas' voice winning all spirits.
Play it.
and all these guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.